Good morning. Welcome to my neighborhood. Today, we're talking about gratitude and noticing new. Sometimes it's interesting. When you ask people what they're grateful for, they'll often tell you the things that they've been told to be grateful for. You know, the things that are in the list of things that you're supposed to be grateful for. Sorry, I'm going down a steep slope here, so I have to pay attention to my footing. But what's interesting is when you notice something new that you're grateful for. There was an article that came out today, and it was from Japan, and they had a bunch of students fill out a gratitude journal, 1 to 5 things a day that they were grateful for. And what they were wondering is whether doing this process over a 2-week period would improve their motivation. They were wondering if it would improve their motivation for their academic work. And at the end of 2 weeks, I gave them a battery of tests that are designed to test for motivation, and yes, all the ones that did the gratitude journal improved significantly, and the ones that did not do the journal did not. They did these same tests 3 months later, and the improvement remained. So what they found in the process of this was that writing about things that you were grateful for sort of opened up your perception a little bit and let you see things that you might not have otherwise seen. Of course, this has side effects in terms of letting you see things in other ways, in other areas too. I remember a long time ago, I was doing an urban geography course in 2nd year or something, and the assignment for the course was not a gratitude journal, but just a journal of what you noticed around you that you'd never noticed before. This was urban geography, so we were primarily looking at our environment. But what was interesting about that journal is it was hard to notice things that were new without sort of exploring a little bit of your perceptions at the same time. And to this day, that one assignment has left me probably one of the longest legacies. I was skeptical to begin with, as was most of the class, because this was a significant portion of our grade for that course. But it turned out to be an extremely good assignment. And the prof in this case had been, what was his name, Applewhite or something. He's an interesting guy. He had in his office the draft of Buckminster Fuller's Synergetics book that had yet to be published. So this was mists of time kind of stuff. So gratitude, curiosity. What have you not noticed before that you notice now? What is new? What is new? Tell me in the comments what you noticed today that you've never noticed before. What you noticed today that you've never noticed before that you are grateful for. Be interesting. This has something to do with a response to uncertainty. And It's a very positive kind of thing to do. And it reduces the fear associated with uncertainty. So, noticing what you're grateful for actually makes a difference. Thank you. I'm grateful that you're watching. In the buttons that come after on YouTube, the one in the middle with my face is the subscribe button. The one on the left is another video that the YouTube algorithms think that you'll like. And on the right is a collection of all the other videos. So I am so grateful for the forest I'm standing in, for the birds I hear in the trees, for the amazing curiosity that I have for how things are and how people believe. I'm very grateful for the people that write these papers, that do the research. You know, it wasn't earth-shattering. It's something that we've known for millennia, but we have to test these things a little bit, because in testing them, we see the nuance of what comes out. We get to a point where we can ask more questions. We get to the point where we start to understand how vastly little we know in the scheme of things. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. Just as a little extra, I realized that none of the things I said I was grateful for are new. And that isn't really fair. So I was thinking that one of the things that I've seen in the last day I'm very grateful for is MedCram. Not an ad. Dr. Schultz is doing a beautiful job at doing evidence-based clinical briefings. And I really appreciate that. But the thing that is new is I was quite delighted in his most recent video, because he was talking about the nature of very specific sugars that essentially populate the proteins that are the spikes on the cells and spikes on viruses and stuff, and how they differ from animals and plants to people. And I was quite tickled by the analogy he made, because he was talking about the protein structures and saying it's kind of like those are the Christmas trees. And these sugars are decorate them very much like the decorations on a Christmas tree. And I hadn't thought about this in this way before. Not the Christmas tree stuff, but the sugars and the difference between the sugars in animals and in people. And he goes on to talk about the antibody response that humans build to the ones that they don't produce, but they do ingest. So I'm very grateful for Dr. Schultz and MedCram for providing me with a little bit of delightful new perspective on molecular biology that has some real impacts clinically for our health. Thanks again. Talk to you later.